Let's try this again. Can everybody hear me now? All
Yes.
right.
Yes.
All right. Let me just get everything set over here. Okay. One more quick second. All right. That was weird. But what can you do? All right. Let's start off our our day with some prayer, Shema, and the Ten Commandments. Ev's gonna pray, and Jared is gonna do the Shema. Lev's gonna do the Ten Commandments in English.
Right. Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for all you have given us. Please, Lord, let us learn something new today and let us apply it to our lives. In Yeshua's name, amen. Shema Israel, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod, Malchuto, Leolam Bayit. Hear Israel, Lord our God is one God. I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Do not make any idols in front of my face. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Keep the Shabbat holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not murder. Do not commit adultery. Do not steal. Do not lie. Say, do not covet. No one covet.
Very good. Everybody, Lev and Asher, the big hand. Wah, 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 wah. All righty. All right. Riette, did you have an assignment to do on Thursday? Let's hear your assignment.
It's been hard for me to pay attention recently, maybe because I haven't been eating proper breakfasts or getting enough sleep. This time I set my alarm earlier. I tried to do something that will make me tired before bed. Maybe if I get enough sleep, I can listen better. When Marley or Shazad, at least when he's over, I should probably ignore them or tell them they should pay attention. With my said earlier, I have more time to do my morning routine and eat breakfast. Then I won't be so stressed like I often am before class. It's my responsibility to make sure I get enough sleep and stuff like that. If I'm not paying attention in class, I won't learn and time will be wasted. I need to work on this, and I know I can do better. I'll try to pay attention to what I am taught and trust in the Lord as in Proverbs 16, verse 20. I'm sorry for being disrespectful.
All right. Well, let's learn from our mistakes, okay? All right. So we're going to be starting Parasha number 15. Okay. That's from Shemot, Exodus chapter 10 through chapter 13, verse 16. A lot of information that we got to learn about and apply these lessons to our lives so that we're not on the wrong side of those people. You see all those people in that picture crying. They're not they're not crying because they're happy. They're crying because they're sad. And Jehovah does bring sadness to the world. Because when we don't follow his ways, he said later on to Moshe, I'm a jealous God. And jealousy, you make God mad. It's not a good thing. All right, so who wants to read? Lev had her hand up first. Okay, read Shemot 11, verse 4 and 5.
Moshe said, Here is what Adonai says. About midnight I will go out into Egypt, and all the firstborn in the land of Egypt will die. From the firstborn of Pharaoh sitting on his throne to the firstborn of the slave girl at the hand, and all the firstborn of the livestock.
All right, thank you, Lev. Now let's talk about this. But it's something very important as you guys as you guys grow up, get a little older, and maybe you one day start a family of your own, and how important it is to teach your children. Because one day you ladies are going to marry a boy, and one day you boys are going to marry a girl, and it's wrong to marry. Boy is not going to marry a boy, and a girl is not going to marry a girl. That's just stupid and an abomination before the Lord. Okay, so let's look at this picture. Let me get my little marking tool. Look at this man here. Does he look happy or sad? Happy, give me a thumbs up. Sad, give me a thumbs down. Okay, so everybody thinks he's sad. Why is he sad? Let's start out with Yadiel. Yadiel, why do you think he's sad?
Because I see like a baby in his hand.
Yeah. What's wrong with the baby?
It's like it's not breathing.
What about this chicken over here?
The chicken?
Yeah, it's a chicken or a rooster or something. What's going on with that chicken down there?
It's the same as the baby.
Well, it's sleeping?
No.
What do you think's going on with the chicken?
It passed away.
Passed away. That's
Like,
not good. Can't get any eggs from a dead chicken.
yeah.
Okay. Michael, what's going on with this boy over here? He wants to get out of his mother's arms. Let me go, let me go, let me go.
He died.
What did he die from?
The plagues.
He died from hell?
The last plague.
Oh, darkness. He died from darkness. He likes the light, right? He's a solar baby.
The death of the firstborn.
Why did he have to die, Michael?
He didn't put the blood in the door.
Well, did anybody tell them to put the blood on the door?
Yeah?
What about this chicken, Mike? Guess we're gonna have to make fried chicken, right?
It's for animals too.
Don't you think that's wrong? The animals can't put blood on their door. Do they even have a door? What do you think, Kevin? Does the chicken have a door?
No.
And where's the chicken gonna get blood? How's a chicken gonna kill a lamb?
His owner has to do it.
Okay, the owner had to do it, but the chicken's like saying, hey, did the chicken talk to the owner? Say, hey, put the blood on the door, man. I don't want to die. I want to be a pie.
No.
Okay. All right, Hadassah's raising her hand. Hadassah, what's going on with this baby over here?
The baby is dead because he was the firstborn, and the person didn't put the blood on his door. So God killed the baby.
Well, the baby, did the baby do anything wrong?
He was not listening to God.
The baby wasn't?
No, the person. He was not listening to God to put the blood on the door. So the baby died. That's why
Why'd the baby have to die? That's not right.
the baby died because the man didn't put the blood on the door, on the two sides and up on the top. He didn't put
Oh.
the door, so that's why the baby died.
Shmooey, why didn't the man put the blood on the door, Shmooey?
He didn't do it.
Because he wanted to get rid of the baby because the baby was too noisy like Pincus? Maybe we can leave Pincus outside and the wolf could eat the baby?
No.
No? Don't you think God is being mean, Shmooey? Look at the baby. Look at the man crying. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. What do you think, Riette? Where's Riette and Marley?
Me?
Well, where's oh, hi. What do you think, Riette? We're starting with the younger kids first. Isn't this mean? Isn't God being mean?
It's like it's sorry, it's fair because he warned the people
Get the
there.
microphone near your mouth.
He warned the people there that they had to slaughter a lamb and wipe it on the doorpost, but I doubt any of the Egyptians would do it because I'm pretty sure the lamb was a god to them.
Yeah, well, so God is being mean. God, killed this. Look at this mom. She's crying. Look at the chicken. I'm dead. I couldn't put any blood on my hen house door. I couldn't kill a lamb. A lamb's bigger than me.
Maybe
Where am I gonna get blood?
maybe the chicken just died of like the death of livestock thingy.
Yeah, but why is the chicken dead? The chicken's got a soul.
I don't know. Or maybe he's just sleeping weirdly tonight.
Oh, so you just think he's sleeping weirdly?
No, I'm kidding. I'm not sure. Maybe he's like dead because um everybody was nobody was feeding him.
You gotta speak up and get closer to the mic.
Nobody was feeding it.
So you think nobody was feeding it, so the chicken just died? What about
Oh,
what
never
about what it
mind.
says up here?
Okay, never mind. I didn't see the livestock part.
What about the picture over? Okay, Adrian's got his hand up. Adrian.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, isn't the firstborn usually the one who rules? Isn't he the one that's usually the heir?
Yeah, well, this baby doesn't know he's the heir. Maybe this kid over here knows he's the heir.
No, but isn't Pharaoh probably a firstborn?
Yep, Pharaoh was a firstborn, but it says up here from the firstborn of Pharaoh. So anybody older than that. So God, Jehovah's starting with Pharaoh's son over here.
So the adults aren't gone after
No,
at
just
all.
Pharaoh wasn't going to be, because God had to use him as a tool.
Mm.
What about this guy here, man? My son's dead.
Yeah,
Isn't that
he
unfair?
probably feels like it isn't fair that he didn't do anything. Also, before I'm done, that looks more like a roadrunner, not a chicken.
Okay, well the Roadrunner's dead. Wile
Yeah,
E. Coyote didn't do it.
yeah,
Maybe why doesn't the Roadrunner have a soul?
yeah. I mean, the roadrunner didn't do anything.
But he's
He's just
dead.
going. Yeah, he's just going. Pick up, beep, 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 beep.
But he's dead.
Yeah,
Isn't that unfair? Don't we serve an unfair God?
no. I mean,
These people didn't. You just said these people didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, they still, as said before, they still didn't intervene when Pharaoh made all of those rulings against, the firstborn and the people of Israel and such.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Riyad's awake this morning.
Well, technically, the 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 it looks like a rooster. So technically, the rooster wasn't firstborn, and instead he was first hatched. Maybe.
Well, it's still born,
Yeah.
and he's
But
still dead, and
yeah.
he's still. And Adrian said he didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I don't think he did anything wrong either. But
God's mean.
no. But I guess it's kind of like Ad Adam and Eve. How they brought sin into the world, and like um well the animals had to I think they had to um suffer because of um because of Adam and Eve.
Yeah, well, they're suffering because of sin. But isn't this unfair? Here we're in Egypt, and this rooster, this roadrunner, this chicken, whatever this animal is, this cockatoo, this parrot. Parrot is dead. It's pining for the fjord. What do you think, Allie? Isn't this kind of mean and mean from our God? This man's like, oh, my baby's dead, and his wife is like, look at this lady. She's over here. She's crying. She's crying. Ah.
It's not wrong because they didn't stop him from letting the Egyptians go, and they didn't. They didn't. They didn't put the blood on their door. They didn't listen.
And listen, well, nobody was talking to them, Allie. And you're in the store. You're in your position. You're on the floor. Allie Mae's in the store on the floor. Nobody told them. Maybe we can understand Pharaoh's son died. God was trying to talk to this guy here. You kind of talk to him and put the thing on the nose here. And maybe you can understand him over here, but the other mom's over there. Oh, stand up anymore. I can't even stand up. I did nothing wrong. I hate you, God. Isn't this going to cause hatred?
Probably.
Or God wants people to hate him?
No. He wants them to know that he is the one and true God that can do more than their gods.
Yeah, but is this the way to win friends?
No.
It's an interesting thing. Okay, Mia's got her piano fingers up. You can play piano with those fingers.
I still have to complete learning the violin. I gotta pick that up again. Anyway, about this, I think, yeah, some people may think that the Lord's being unfair and like he's being unfair and that it's not the way to win followers, I guess you could say. But to tell you the truth about this, the Lord's actually being merciful here. And some people may say, "Oh, how is he being merciful here? He killed their firstborn children."
Everybody say that. How's he being merciful, Mia?
How is he being merciful? Because the fact that I'm pretty sure some of the Egyptians were already like cursing their own gods, like, "Oh, how could this happen?" Such and such. And so the Lord wants to get the people's attention here, so that hopefully they will be able to, pretty much curse their own gods and then try to follow the Lord, the one true God. Because think about this. The Egyptians had so many gods for so many things. We have only one God for everything. Which is easier, to follow a whole bunch of gods or to just follow one? I think the answer would be just follow one. So the Lord wants to get their attention here so that hopefully they'll begin to follow him.
That's gonna get your attention? Isn't that gonna make you mad?
Could make you mad for a little bit. But remember what it says in the Torah. Or no. Which one? I think I forgot where. But it says, be angry but don't sin.
You gotta be like Tevye. It says in the good book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Ephesians. Don't be angry. I mean, be angry but don't sin.
Yeah,
But
but how do you do that?
we all have Torah in our hearts. And also with that comes shalom from the Lord.
But it said he said, Shaul saying, be angry. Don't sin. How does one achieve that?
Control yourself.
But I'm angry.
You gotta control yourself. We all know how to control ourselves.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
All right, I don't know then.
All right, let me go over to Jeanette. Jeanette, come over near the microphone, Jeanette. Get off the couch. Isn't this mean, Jeanette?
No,
Why is it not mean?
because they're Egyptians. God had to do it to them.
Because they're Egyptians, so God says, I don't like the Gentiles.
Because they disobeyed God. They worship idols and
So you think people are going to convert to Judaism because God killed their child? You know, think you look at this man, look at him crying. He's sad. This is my son. I love my son. And in Hebrew, God killed him. I hate the Hebrew people. I hate the Hebrew God. Don't you think that's what's going to happen?
yes,
How's it going to win people over to following God then?
by king maybe like the king saying that uh, God of the Hebrews is a real God and our gods are fake.
How's that going to win? How's God going to win this man here? Look at him, he's crying. with his mother. Maybe she's older and this is her only son. She hasn't had a child, and finally, had this boy like 3 years old now, and then now he's dead. Do you think, she's going to follow the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov?
I don't think so.
So isn't he mean and unfair?
No.
She's not going to follow him.
No.
Brian. I've been heard from Brian today. Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good, yeah. You got that manly voice now. Brian, when things are unfair in your life, sometimes you start to hate God. And don't you think this man's going to hate God now?
Yes, because his child's gone now.
And even his chicken's dead. Now he doesn't even have anything to eat. So his son's dead. His chicken's dead. His wife's an old woman, so she can't have another kid. His nephew's dead over here. Don't you think that people are going to hate God because of this?
Yes, because that was their only child, and that is
Why does God want people to hate him?
not sure if they because
Speak
they
up, Brian.
they hate him because like after what they did. I think it's because like God wanted the Israelites to be free, but Pharaoh didn't want to listen to them, and he sent the plagues to them as well because they were Egyptians as well.
He sent the plagues, but this guy's just he just owns his little tiki shop, this guy's a little falafel restaurant there, and that's all he's got. He doesn't tell Pharaoh what to do.
It's because they didn't put at the last plague was death of the firstborn, and they did not put blood under the door. They thought that their child was going to be saved with their gods. Instead, it was the opposite. Gotta put the blood.
Hmm. This is going to cause something called resentment, Brian. Don't you think that's going to cause people to hate instead of love God?
Yeah, because after the child's die, it might like say me bad things about him, God. They might like say that.
Well, how's that drawing people closer to God? Doesn't he want people to come closer to him?
Yes, but like sometimes it's hard for somebody to follow him because like if something happens, like their child's gone, it's gonna be hard for the person that lost their child to be.
So it's going to be harder for them to follow God? Does- Shouldn't it be an easy thing to follow God, right?
If you're happy and you follow his commandments, the person that lost his child or something important, it's gonna be hard for them.
You're mumbling, you're away from the microphone. I can't hear the last part of your sentence.
They're gonna. It's gonna be hard for them to follow God because they lost something important.
Yeah, don't you think they're going to easily follow the devil now?
Yeah, they're gonna say curse bad things to him, and it's gonna bring curses upon him. Man,
So
that lost
why did God make it harder, Brian?
because those plagues wanted the Egyptians to follow him. Some Egyptians, I think, some Egyptians followed him after the few plagues. They followed him, but some were still hard-hearted, didn't listen to him, and still thought that the gods were powerful than
Hmm. Interesting, Brian. Let's go to Victoria. Victoria!
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Isn't God being mean? Don't we serve a mean God?
No, he's fair with this. Like
How
the
is he
guy,
fair?
well, the guy only lost his baby because he didn't like follow a rule. So he he had to lose his baby. And um about the chicken or whatever it is, I don't get why he died.
Well, it says there in verse 5, all the firstborn in the land of Egypt will die, from the firstborn of Pharaoh sitting on his throne to the firstborn of the slave girl at the handmill, and all the firstborn of the livestock. So we got this in the picture there. We got this chicken, roadrunner, some sort of bird-looking thing, dead, 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 dead.
So wait, the owner of like the chickens, like in a farm or something, they killed the firstborn?
No, the chicken, his firstborn from the livestock, died also. So this man who's holding the baby, I know you're on the phone. Man who's holding the baby with his wife, and the baby is on, the baby's dead, and right next to him on the ground is a dead chicken. Why'd the chicken have to die? The chicken doesn't know God. The chicken just eats bugs.
Well, I mean, like humans are, I mean, animals are the closest thing to humans, so like I guess it counts for animals.
Fish are not close to humans. How is an animal close to humans?
No, like a rock, no, like not close to humans, like the closest thing or like living thing to human. Because like a rock isn't close to human, it's not living.
Well, there, I agree with you there. The rock is not living. Unless it's Yeshua, he's the rock, he's living.
Oh yeah.
But, don't you think this is going to push the man away from God because his son died and he's like, "Oh, I hate you, God. I've never found you. I'm going to curse you. I'm going to do everything to kill your people. I'm going to kill all those slaves now because you did this. I'm going to get you. Don't you think this is going to cause hatred, Victoria?"
Well, it depends on how strong their relationship was, because if it was like very strong, he would definitely understand and like not say anything about it. I mean, while still being sad because, his firstborn just died. But if he maybe like did know God, just didn't have a strong or like never really talked to him or prayed, then he would like really, really, really hate God. And he would like maybe start doing everything against him.
Yeah, and then, isn't that what's going to happen? The guy's going to hate God. He's going to say, "This is the Hebrew God. We got to kill the people that serve the Hebrew God because that God struck down our children. Now we need to kill all those Hebrew children.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it out. So if they can't serve their God, I'm going to take it out on so that their God gets no worship. So I'm going to kill their people." Don't you think that's what's going to happen?
Yeah, if their relationship was like weak.
Oh, somebody tried to kill you. What do you think your mother would do? It's like, "Psh, great. Victoria's such a noisy child,
um
and she eats so much
well,
food,
that is true.
and
But
she snores, and she snores."
I don't. My mom would probably do everything to for that person to not kill me.
Hmm. All right, let's go over to Junior. Hey, Junior, man, what do you think about this whole discussion this morning? You know, kid's dead, and just because they didn't put blood on my door, that's just stupid. What do you think, Junior?
Okay. I think that um
was kind of I think that maybe that God did this because, you know, after the plagues, it was clearly obvious that they weren't going to follow him. So he couldn't just, like, he had to, like, take it to, like, a little bit more extreme, as if it's not going to go through their head, he's going to have to bump it up a little and then kill the first child. And then from
Bump
there,
it up a little. Bump it up a little bit. He killed all the animals. He killed all the locusts, the hail, fire, darkness for 3 days. You think he's got to bump it up a little?
or maybe a lot, but like it's just so they could, you know, it was obvious that, the things that he wasn't doing wasn't getting to them, and it was just like not phasing them. But when it came to this, it was like their breaking point. So like now they were like, that's why you see him crying and everything.
So you
But
think it's a breaking point?
yeah, but again, it could cause, hate to the Israelites and Hebrew God.
So somebody hates the God of heaven. You think they're going to follow the God of heaven?
No, but I mean, yes, because it brings fear to them, but into other people's minds, it could just make them hate him.
So if somebody hates, are they going to follow?
No, if they hate him like a lot, then they might not follow still.
So do you think that this guy over here, after, you see he's pretty sad, and well, the chicken's not going to follow because the chicken's dead. But here, man, do you think he's going to follow now that his kid's dead? Do you think he's going to turn to God after death of his son?
Possibly. He doesn't really look mad. He looks like very sad. He doesn't look like anger into him. He's not like all screaming or is, like hitting things or screaming. It's just like he's more of a weeping state, and he's, very sad that he lost his first child.
Well, that's the first stage. You go through sadness and then anger. So the baby just died just now, so he's sad. Hmm. Let's go over to Marley. I haven't heard from Marley today. Marley, then Yeshua, and then Jennifer. Marley, how do you think how is God going to win these people over to Him? Marley.
Well, I do remember later in the story that, well, not story, but later on, that Pharaoh says, okay, fine, you can go to Moses. Remember that's later on.
Yes, this is a few hours later. He summoned Moshe and Aaron to get out of my land, and Pharaoh over here, can kind of, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. And Mrs. Pharaoh over here is crying, oh, my son, little Pharaoh, Pharaoh. And you got the kid over here. Oh, my brother's dead. My brother's dead. I hate the Hebrew God. I hate the Hebrew God. He did this.
Isn't the son in the arms younger than that one? Maybe that's
I
the
don't know.
servant?
I didn't draw the picture.
Okay, that might be the servant.
Well, he's sitting right next to Pharaoh. Servants don't sit next to the Pharaoh.
Best servant? Or
You're the one who said it was a servant.
maybe? I don't know.
All right, well, let's not worry about that one. He's dead. He's dead. Mrs. Pharaoh's crying. Mr. Pharaoh over here he's like, and then my kid's dead, and this man over here and crying, and this woman's so sad she can't even stand up. And so isn't that unfair, Marley? Come on, it's so unfair.
Well, at least it gets the attention.
You really think that it's gonna get good attention?
Attention, not intention.
No, attention. Do you think it's gonna get good attention?
No.
You know, wouldn't you be really happy and really super happy if Adrian was dead?
Yes and no.
Oh, okay, yes. What's the yes part?
I get all his computers and stuff. The no part
Oh,
is if my computer freezes up, I don't know why, and it doesn't fix. Adrian helps me on these, and that's the problem.
What
Yes, I do.
inheritance?
I do get the inheritance.
okay. Yeshua, what do you think? Yeshua, what do you think? Isn't God being mean?
No, he's making the right. He's doing right.
How is he doing right? He's killing a kid. He didn't do nothing wrong.
He's proving he is God. He's proving that he's God. He's the only God.
But the kid didn't do anything wrong. You know, you're dead. Let's say this was you before.
The father and mother, they don't put the blood on the door.
Now let's think about this for a second, Yeshua. Because when you were born, your dad wasn't keeping the Sabbath. He wasn't he didn't celebrate Passover. He didn't put the blood on the door, and you'd be dead. And when you're like, why am I dead? Why am I dead?
He did. He done. He didn't do it. Because he didn't know the word of God, and now he knows.
When he had a Bible.
He was using the Bible. He just listened. He don't pay attention. Just listen.
Dad was a missionary, teaching the pagan rapture stuff.
Yes.
And you'd be dead. Isn't that unfair, Yeshua?
Yes. But it's not fair because the other kids died, but I didn't.
All right, let's go over to Jennifer. Jennifer. Got to get Jennifer and 11 yet.
Hello.
Jennifer, isn't this unfair?
No.
No! But all these kids are dead. All these kids, these perfectly innocent children are dead.
It's their parents' fault because they didn't obey God.
It's their parents' fault. But yeah, well, why didn't God strike down the parent? You know, here the kids. Get me,
I think because their kids are someone important.
Speak up, Jennifer.
I think their kids are someone important in their lives. So if they lose them, they would be hurt.
Like the kids dying, like, you know, let's say, you know, you're grown up and you have a child of your own. The kid's dying and the kid's like, Mom, I don't want to.
Their parents.
Aren't you gonna hate God?
Yeah.
So God's getting people to hate him?
Well, their parents could have repented a long time ago when there was like the other plagues.
But they didn't know what was going on. This had never happened before, and they didn't have any choice to let the Israelites go. You know, they're just people like your own family.
they saw like a lot of miracles happen, and they could have changed.
Get closer to the mic, Jennifer.
They saw a lot of miracles happen, so they could have changed.
Okay. All right, Mia's been waving her hand feverishly. Her piano fingers.
I think here the reason why the children died, like, why was it the children? It's because the parents they're supposed to raise the children, so if they're not like in the right mind, pretty much with the Lord, then their children will have to pay for it for their sins. And I think another reason why it was the people in Egypt, like all their firstborns that died, and not just the Pharaoh, was the fact that all people were under Pharaoh's leadership. So what does that mean? That the leader will be even more accountable than just one single random person. And also remember,
What? Mia!
Hmm?
This man here, we're going to close. This man here, he didn't even know Pharaoh. He's just the leader of the country. I didn't vote him in. He's a Pharaoh. He's anointed by the other Pharaoh, and now, imagine you, Mia. You're grown up, you got married to a godly man, and your son Naphtali. Okay, you got a son named Naphtali.
All right.
And then
I hope that never happens to me. As long as I'm in my right mind with the Lord, then hopefully that wouldn't happen. The thing is that people were not in their right mind with the Lord. They were following their other gods. So what I'm thinking is that God's trying to get the people to hate their own gods, and then think all of a sudden, well, if the other God didn't protect my children, there has to be someone else that did.
Okay, everybody. Good class today. We're a little short today, but that's all right. Good thing to talk about. It's going to start our classes for this week. Let me get you all on my screen over here. A wacky computer. All righty. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 10. Allie Mae was first. Allie Mae. What number am I thinking of, Allie Mae?
2.
You're wrong. Lever baloney.
Um, 8.
You're wrong. Yadiel.
5.
You're wrong. Okay, who's next? Marley.
10.
You're wrong.
Oh.
Yeshua.
Yes, Ron.
What?
3.
You're wrong. Victoria.
4.
You're wrong. Riette.
3 maybe.
3, maybe you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jeanette.
6.
You're wrong. Hadassah.
What do you think?
1.
You're wrong. Mia.
9.
You're wrong.
7.
Go ahead, Adrian.
8.
You're wrong. Leveroni,
7.
you're right. Close us in prayer.
Lord, thank you,
Sorry.
Lord, for this day. Thank you for letting us learn something new. And please, Lord, help us to apply it to our lives and help us to finish our schoolwork quickly so that we can help our moms. And in Yeshua's name, amen.
Amen.
And have a great day, guys. Shalom.
Shalom, everyone.